It's 10:30, so I think we can get started. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Tracy Husel, and I am the Analytics Manager at Dun Solutions, and this presentation is Plan, Collaborate, and Analytics, a new generation of planning in the cloud. The agenda is pretty straightforward. We start with introductions to my organization, myself, and our presentation. I will do a brief overview of what SAP Analytics Cloud is. I won't be doing a full-on demo into SAC because we have done several of these presentations already, and you can find them on our website, www.dunsolutions.com. Click on the Insights menu and search for Analytics Cloud. Dun Solutions is a digital transformation consultancy. We bring velocity to our clients. Velocity is made up of two components, speed and direction. We bring speed through process automation and direction through analytics. After all, if you are going to go fast in the right direction. Dun Solutions has a long history of delivering innovative business technology solutions to our clients. I believe we've been around for almost over 30 years, so that's a long time in our industry. We are headquartered just outside of Chicago and have offices in Minneapolis, which is where I'm sitting today, and Bangalore, India. Velocity leads to the Velocity Virtuous Cycle. Dun Solutions Velocity Virtuous Cycle supports an organization's digital transformation journey. The basic premise is that automation feeds data to analytics, which then feeds insights or prescribes actions to be taken back into the automation process. It's a feedback loop that keeps the whole process running efficiently. And with the use of Dun Solutions' advanced predictive and prescriptive analytics capabilities, this feedback loop will accelerate the speed and dial in the direction as market conditions or business climate changes. Our analytics practice helps deliver information to decision makers as well as insights to your organization so it runs better. Or better said, my team is the analytics component of the Velocity Virtuous Cycle and co-contributor to the prescriptive component of the cycle. Our analytics services include advanced analytics, automated analytics, data lakes, and data warehouses. We deliver these services on a variety of platforms and technologies such as SAP. And finally, we jump into the meat of this presentation, SAP Analytics Cloud. SAP Analytics Cloud is a cloud-based solution that puts analytics in the hands of all different types of users, from analysts to the executives. Basically, it puts powerful analysis and visualization tools in one platform that allow you to discover, analyze, plan, predict, and collaborate. It offers connectivity to many data sources, and the list is constantly growing. Live connections are possible primarily to other SAP products and data acquisition to almost anything. Now, if anyone in attendance is a business objects user, you may remember Explorer. SAP Analytics Cloud gives you those capabilities, the ability to navigate through your data and visualize it instantly. And also, the ability to put together interactive stories to convey a point and motivate action, backed up by facts. But all that I've described so far is part of traditional data discovery. You've been able to do this with a variety of tools already on the market. So why is SAP Analytics Cloud special? SAP Analytics Cloud is a completely new way to work. It also brings the power of machine learning to the analyst and citizen data scientist. Intuitive smart features use advanced machine learning techniques to quickly move from business questions to insights to action, the analytics lifecycle. And regardless of their statistical knowledge, analysts of all skill levels can interact with machine learning insights and upskill to create their own predictive insights. And on top of all that, we also have planning. So up to this point, I briefly talked about how SAP Analytics Cloud enables individuals to tell stories using beautiful visual analytics, perform data discovery, and bring insights to actions with Analytics Cloud built-in machine learning and predictive capabilities. But now, let's get to my personal favorite Analytics Cloud capability and game-changing differentiator. Planning for everyone, a new generation of planning. Analytics Cloud is a software as a service that unifies both analytics and planning enterprise-wide. On a single platform, planners can perform top-down or bottom-up planning, as well as perform advanced real-time analytics. You can share analytics results, resolve issues, and collaborate with others. With SAP Analytics Cloud Planning, organizations are able to retire the complex web of spreadsheets that are very common in many organizations today. Planning cycles, which are siloed amongst individuals scattered throughout an organization and managed by chains of emails, can now easily be made transparent to colleagues and workflow managed through this single platform. So let me now give a little tour of SAP Analytics Cloud Planning and talk about some of the features. All right. Now I'm logged into my organization's SAP Analytics Cloud tenant, and I'm currently on my home page. The Ask a Question search bar towards the top below my name allows me to perform a search to insight to ask questions about my data and immediately see answers as visualizations. This recent stories tile on the left displays the last 5 stories I have accessed. And the revenue trend tile on the right is a visualization that I pinned to my homepage from a story. And looking at the yellow target revenue line in the graph, we can see that target revenue for Q4 2019 has not been planned yet. As part of this demo, we will set up our target revenue for Q4. From that tile, I can go directly to the story, which I'll do now. This will open up Sales Territory Planner Story. I'm now in my Sales Territory Planner Story, and so we are ready to perform some planning. As we can see, the revenue trend visualization is the same visualization I had pinned on my homepage. Since planning can be formed either top-down or bottom-up in SAC, I'm going to start off by performing some top-down planning to set revenue baseline targets for 2019 Q4 for my entire global organization. Since we want to perform 2019 Q4 planning, I will first drill down into 2019 so we can see Q4 hasn't been planned yet. All the cells are empty. For this scenario, I'm going to simply start with my 2018 Q4 actual revenue, and then we'll add 10% to that. So here's the actuals, Q4. I'm going to do a copy paste from the actuals to the target. Now that I've copied the values, I can simply perform the multiplication in the aggregated totals row, and it will automatically propagate the calculation down to the hierarchies. So let's try that. 1.1, enter. And let's take a look what happened. So if I expand, United States, go back over, Here's Q4. I can see that the target revenue is distributed evenly down the different regions. And when I return to the overview page, I can now see that we have target revenue for quarter four periods, October, November, and December. So I'm happy with all my changes. I can either publish the changes for the organization to see, or I can back them out. Since I'm happy with my changes, let's publish them. So we're going to publish all. And a little message at the bottom says you successfully published your changes. So another real nice feature of SAP Analytics Cloud Planning is the concept of versioning. So let's say I need to begin planning high-level revenue targets for fiscal 2020. And I know this process is going to take me several days or weeks to get off the ground. So what I can do is simply create a private version. If I go up to version management, which is this icon, notice that we have actuals, target, and quota. I want to copy target. I can give my version a name. I'll call it my private 2020. I can select the category as this is planning. And then I have options to specify exactly which data to bring into my private version. With this, now I could set up my organization's territory planning for the next fiscal year and then publish it once we are ready for the planning cycle to begin. I'm going to back out of this for now, but I wanted to mention this because it's a very important planning capability. Close. I'm now going to return to the home page, or my home page. And we will continue my planning scenario in which the territory manager for the United States performs the planning in more detail for the territory she is accountable for. Notice in the revenue trend visualization tile here on my homepage that we have target revenue for periods 10, 11, 12 now. Let's now pretend I'm a territory manager, so I'm going to go back into the sales territory planner story and begin planning target revenue for my territories. So click the story. I'm just going to open the story. Plan revenue for territories. Click that button. As a territory manager, I can now perform planning at a more granular level to represent what I know about my territories. So I will begin by spreading the target revenue for October. Let's expand my United States. And we're going to spread this amount. Go up to the spreading icon or spreading menu item. So I will begin spreading the target revenue for October. I will more heavily weight the Northeast and South regions as well as move dollars out of the US remaining region. So to do that, I'm going to apply weights. So we'll do 25, 25, let's do 0 for remaining. We'll do 20, 20, 20. Apply spreading. We'll do November. We'll do the same weights. Notice that I'm entering relative weights, and Analytics Cloud displays the percentage and a preview of the actual values that are going to be split. And you can see if I change the weights, it automatically recalculates the percentages and preview amount for all the other members. I'll put that back to 20, apply spreading. When we apply the spreading, we can see which cells were modified because they are highlighted. We could perform the same exercise for period 12 as well. Now let's turn focus to the product group targets. Notice that the target revenue amounts for periods 10, 11, 12 for the product groups are unassigned. This is because when we were performing Q4 planning earlier, we only were planning target revenue based on time and geography dimensions. With SAP Analytics Cloud Planning, we could set up one or more allocation processes that distribute this unassigned target revenue to various products based on various drivers. Allocation is the process of splitting values derived from source data into multiple values and storing the value in target data. You can create allocation processes to perform structured allocations. Values are then distributed from the source dimension to one or more targets to receive a portion of the distributed value. Depending on the allocation method used, you can refine an allocation calculation by adding overwrites, filters, and weightings of various granularity. Now, an entire webinar series could be actually focused on just the allocation capabilities of SAP Analytics Cloud. And to execute an allocation, I can simply go to the Execute Allocation menu option and select the allocation process I would wish to run. Let's see, so if I was down here, I could click Execute Allocation, and from a drop-down, I could execute, say, a process that I had set up. One last capability I would like to demonstrate is a real nice commenting feature that can be used to collaborate with others on your team. Let's see, I will navigate over to period 10 totals and add a comment. Let's see. Please finish period 10 planning by 8/16. It is easy to see when a particular cell has comments because of the little comment marking in the cell. Other individuals can add additional comments to the same cell, and you can delete comments that you add. I'll go back over to the overview page. We can also add comments to visualizations. So, we had fun planning today. And so now there's an icon on here that shows that there's comments. Now that I'm done planning for now, I can either publish it for my sales director and team to see, or I can back out my changes by clicking the Revert All button. I'm going to back out my changes for now. If I go back to the planning grid, we can see that the changes were reverted, and the grid looks the same as it did when I came in, where all the individual regions had the same value. All right, I'm going to go back to the presentation. With SAP Analytics Cloud Planning, anyone at any time and at any place can perform planning tasks using an easy-to-use planning solution that was built for the cloud with modern look and feel. Embedded tools and workflows to enable a collaborative planning process to reduce or eliminate the email chains used to keep track where things are in the planning process. All this in a single platform that combines planning, business intelligence, and predictive analytics that can easily wipe out the need for those complex web of spreadsheets. Let Done Solutions help your organization hop on board to a new generation planning platform. We can help you get started by setting up your planning model and story. Then we would conduct a hands-on planning workshop to tour the basics, walk through the model, and finally interact with the planning story. So if you have any questions in today's webinar or would like more information on engaging Done Solutions for getting started in SAC planning, you can contact me or a Done Solutions account manager to get more information. Thank you.